Welcome to another episode of the Content Crib podcast. What's going on, Eric?
Not much, Chris. How are you today?
I'm doing great. Just trying to keep cool in the hot New England summer. I love this time of year. It's not shoveling snow, so this is not a complaint. This is a celebration of summer.
There you go. Well, we're having record heat in Florida. I'm back in Florida here, and we're having record heat down here. So I guess we're all in this boat together.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun stuff to talk about today. Everything from vlogging to the Content Crib in-person meeting we have coming up this fall. A couple more AI tools, content, and maybe a little bit more vlog talk. I don't know. What do you think? You want to start with vlogging?
Vlogging. That's what the kids are doing these days, is what I've heard.
Yeah, you had a great post today about vlogging and where we're going to take the Content Crib new platform. So I want to get into that.
Yeah, I follow lots of people on YouTube. A guy that I follow a lot is Pete Roberts, who owns a brand called Origin out of Maine, and he started doing this vlogging, and it inspired me because I was like, in fact, I had 2 calls this morning. People just wanted to sit down and talk about how do I do this or how do I do that, or what platform should I use for this. And I love to jump on and help anybody any way I can. And I'm like, why don't I just turn this into a vlog? And I just, me walking along wherever I am or wherever I'm going, that day, wherever I'm walking to, or I'm hanging out in my office, and I just riff off of what exactly we're doing. And so we're building Content Crib RX. We actually just got a rough draft of the website today, and it was looking pretty darn good. And we've created Medical Sales RX and Virtual Sales RX, some fantastic performing platforms, and some really good. We've had a lot of success. We've also had a whole litany of pitfalls and issues along the way. And so, yeah, I'm just going to pretty much chronicle everything that we're doing, why we're doing it, and just share with you everything from A to Z. And that's just what I've decided to do.
I think it would be kind of fun to talk about the history of medical sales and Virtual Sales RX because we have a lot of people that might be listening to this podcast that have gone through the video sales enablement class for marketers and salespeople, maybe old school Medical Sales RX and then new school kind of Virtual Sales RX. So, I know the history pretty well, but maybe not. I don't know if you want to tell a little tale.
Yeah, I guess so. So originally Medical Sales RX, Matthew Ray Scott, really was the author of Medical Sales RX, the original form. He and I got together with an enhanced form and made it actually into a course, an online course that you could take. And this was, oh my gosh, 5 years ago now. It's 4.5, 5 years ago. And so we created Medical Sales RX. We did it from scratch. We designed it, the content. We filmed all the videos. We did I can't believe it. It's that many years ago, but yeah, it has. And it was great. Originally, the platform had a lot of medical sales terminology, a lot of medical sales modules on different parts of the body and all kinds of different things. We found out that nobody really cared about that.
Yeah.
What they really cared about was the use of personalized video in sales, the use of personalized video. And so we decided, well, why don't we run with a personalized video platform only? And I'm skipping over a lot here in the between, but hence Virtual Sales RX was born. And so Virtual Sales RX was completely the use of personalized video to sell to your customers that you want to target. And of course, it was right around, COVID was still happening. It was still going on. And it was, something we all had to embrace. And so Virtual Sales RX is born. And Virtual Sales RX is still a platform. You can go out there today. We have people who sign up all the time. It's virtualsalesrx.com. It's all about personalized video. You can take a self-guided course, exactly how to do it, and teach yourself how to utilize personalized video and, different tools and different things you can use. And we use it in our business. And, you can talk about personalized video. You are the king of personalized video. So
maybe I'm the prince.
the prince. All right.
Well, it's the prince. I
Soon
like
enough.
Prince too. He's, like, one of my favorite artists, but,
Good call.
no, it is almost 5 years because I took Medical Sales RX almost 4 years ago,
Wow.
which then was about a little bit longer after not long after that turned into Virtual Sales RX, and that doesn't mean it's not still relevant. I use personalized videos in my sales process still every single day. I sent out 5 today,
Yep.
and not even all of them were custom. They're pulled from my library and sent to doctors that go over, prescribing protocols, different therapies, an introduction to who I am and how I can help. And it still books me the most meetings because it gets to the point of how I can help and getting past the who are you, Chris, and building that know, like, and trust. And I don't think it's going away anytime soon. And that's how I think kind of this in parallels with personalized videos, obviously, because it's a video of you as a person, into vlogging and how there's some sales enablement, content creation, and booking more meetings in whatever field you're in.
Well, yeah, no, I what's very interesting is I do a lot of research on probably need to get another hobby, but I do a lot of research on content and
Unfortunately, this
platforms.
is our hobby. Well,
Yeah,
being on
yeah,
this,
I guess it is my hobby. Um,
yes,
I do a lot of research on platforms and different methodologies and things to do. And you know what the top performing videos are on YouTube right now? They're
education.
they're literally people that are like walking out in the woods and sharing their thoughts. And they're like 5 to 10 minute videos. And they are and that's what YouTube is pumping. The reason they're pumping that kind of stuff, there's also, curated studio type, things of that nature. But it's like what reality TV did to regular television is what's going on right now in YouTube. And it's people walking along talking about things, anything, any kind of thing, and it's getting huge views. YouTube is pumping that to the algorithm like crazy. Um, the other thing, which I've touched on a couple different times, but when you upload a video to YouTube, and YouTube is the king. I don't care what anybody says. Yeah, Instagram's out there and LinkedIn and TikTok, but YouTube is the number 2 search engine podcast platform. They watch the most minutes of video on earth is on YouTube. But anyway, you now have to click a button that says that your content, if it is or it is not AI generated. If it is AI generated, they don't monetize it, which is a very interesting point because
That is interesting. Yeah,
they're changing the game. They are changing it to you're going to make fake videos and you're going to use this and you're not genuine. They think, obviously, by this choice that people are going to get sick of that. That it's novelty now, but people are going to go, yeah, that's probably AI, and they're not going to pay attention anymore. And so that's why they're pushing this all may change next month, but for right now, they're pushing the genuine content creators that don't have these curated, videos with all these cool things that are going on. That's what they're pushing. So that's what also, pushed me towards the vlog idea and the
I think
share.
I think it's great, and I'm really enjoying the kind of the parallels between personalized videos to your clients or patients and vlogging because I think there's you can use both, right, in your sales or outreach, whether you're a physician or sales and marketer. Um, whether you do a vlog or a newsletter based on that your ICP would love to subscribe to, and it's you just walking and talking. And I think it just goes back to how simple it is. You just flick your camera open and start recording you walking, talking about the topics you're most passionate about that you might be marketing or selling to your ideal client. And it's the same thing when you're vlogging about building a platform or about a therapy you may sell or a medical device you may sell or market. And I think there's a lot to be learned there that humanity still wins, being real still wins. So I use SendSpark for my personalized videos. There's other platforms, Vidyard, Loom. I know them all. I just prefer SendSpark. I think it's the best product. And they have AI features and some that I was going to kind of talk about today. We can get to that.
Yeah.
but I still prefer to do old school videos. That's me recorded that I have a library of, or I make new ones because I think it's the most real. Like I might stumble or say like or say and I still think it connects.
Oh, it definitely does. I was on a call this morning with Jerry Savage, who does the. By the way, subscribe to Jerry's podcast,
Yeah.
just Savage Edge. Um,
Savage Edge.
the Savage
Subscribe,
Edge is a
subscribe.
great podcast. Subscribe to it. But we were talking about that, and he was telling me exactly about that SendSpark thing, and how you can send AI generated videos. And I just said, you know what, Jerry, I sent about 10 of them today because, and we're going to get into that here in a minute, why I sent 10 of them to different organizations, but that's what resonates. That's what hits.
Yeah.
I sent 10 of them. 5 of them were opened within the first hour.
Yeah.
No, I put some. The title I put was "I'm not some goofy AI generated bot." I swear, that was one of my titles. And and
That's
and the guy from the I'm sorry, the lady from GoPro opened it, so I know she watched it.
see that if you're listening to this podcast, just that tip alone, I think is worth it because we
Yep,
all get so many AI generated emails that are so obviously AI. As much as they're trying to be personalized at scale, they're not.
they're not.
That is
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah. No, and my next one tomorrow is me gonna be. I'm gonna have some fake money in my hand, and I'm gonna be lighting it on fire. So um, AI can't do that either. AI can also save me from my house burning down. So if you don't hear from me after the next after tomorrow, you'll know why. But
Well,
yeah, that's
I want to give another tip on personalized videos, and this whole podcast today is not about personalized videos. I promise. It's just something that we're very passionate about.
yes,
But a small tip is when you send a personalized video, you can see if they view it, and just because they don't respond doesn't mean it didn't resonate with them. So if
great
you
point.
saw that they viewed it, that is a great time for you to give them a call or stop in. And couple that with you can have like HubSpot can has trackers in your email that shows they opened your email. So if you're tracking, which you should be, if you're in any sort of sales or marketing, email open rates and video open rates on who are the warmest clients in your pipeline. That's a great place to start. And you obviously saw that today.
Yeah, no, for sure. And yeah, I didn't have any response. I don't know. Maybe I'll check and after this podcast. But I haven't had any responses back yet. But I had 5 of them open. So I don't know how many people can go knock on doors and have 5 people go, yeah, I'll sit. I'll listen to what you have to say today. It ain't happening.
No.
So, um, but that's so the obviously personalized video, vlogging, personalized. It's always the same. It's what really resonates. And I was sending the personalized videos because for our Content Crib 5.0 meeting, we are looking to have some sponsors. Now, when I say that, people go, "Oh no, here comes a bunch of advertisements." No, it's not that at all. We're doing some sponsorships because we talk about a lot of products in our meetings that, to be perfectly honest, we would like those companies to participate in getting those products to our participants in a meeting. And if that's just that what happens, for instance, Wandered bags. We love Wandered bags for all your cameras and all the different microphones and all the different things you're going to use in your content building and your marketing. They're fantastic bags. So I reached out to them today and I was like, hey, would you be interested in partnering with us? Even if they send us a few bags or whatever they do, those are things that we can pass on to people who are attending Content Crib. And so that's why I do it.
Yep.
Um, I contacted GoPro, Thinkific, all the different companies that we deal with and or we talk about at Content Crib of great companies to work with to get things to help you do what you need to do. So that's the reasoning behind partnerships and sponsorships, not to run advertisements. That's not the reason we're doing it.
Well, I think it's important because companies are trying to understand more and more how to effectively run a content campaign. And that's what we talk about, every episode is personal. How are you as an individual going to be building know, like, and trust by your personal brand and content? But companies are struggling with that same thing. And that's why companies are pushing employees to do it because people connect with people. But at
Yeah.
the same time, companies need to do it at a larger scale effectively. And this is a great way to do that by connecting with the content crib. So I think you're going to get some great responses, and rightfully so. And I'm sure that they would be interested in potentially attending. You know, we do this content crib a couple times a year, and it packs the house, and people are rowing in the same direction to learn how to shape their voice and build their brand or build their company's brand or entrepreneurial journey. So, I mean, no brainer for these companies to jump on and support in any way we can. It's not like we're asking for $1 million, right? It's
No,
a
no,
small token of participation typically, or,
yep.
even we may let you attend too. So,
Yeah, and one of our keynote sponsor this year, who I can't reveal who that is yet, but I will be doing that soon. Was a past Content Crib attendee, and he sees the value in a lot of different things we're trying to do. So yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be great partnerships with these companies, and we are I think we're pretty much sold out of Content Crib. I think we
yeah,
have maybe one spot left, maybe one, maybe two.
yeah.
That's it. But I think we're done. I think we've got everybody, which is great. I mean, gosh, it's July for an
Well,
October
super
meeting.
grateful, like gratitude flowing. It's awesome. So
Yeah,
grateful for it.
it is, and it's back in Bentonville, Arkansas. Um, I know I'm going to get the next question. I'm going to get it. We're going to get is when's the next one going to be? So it's going to be in March.
Already getting those. I got one
Yeah,
yesterday. A
yeah.
March. Okay.
It's going to be in March is the plan. More than likely, we probably will go back to Bentonville is what I'm thinking, and then in the fall of 2026, maybe back in New England or maybe in Florida, one of those two places. But kind of what we're thinking. Anyway, it's going to be in March. It's going to be in March, and so I want to nail. I'm going to try to get. I'm trying to get that nailed down here. Um, in the next month or so. So everybody can, we'll make that known. Again, it will be only invite only. Again, it's just the way we're going to do it moving forward. Um, and we may bump the number a little higher. We do have some room in the where we meet, so that's the plan. But yeah, I think that's and so when you hear us talk about partners with Content Crib, and those are really sponsors of companies that we utilize on a daily basis that can help sponsor meetings, and the participants can come maybe leave the meeting with some cool swag. That's really
Yep.
what we're doing it. I left a personalized video for the head of marketing for DJI today. So if you like the Osmo 3 cool little camera, stay tuned.
I had an interesting thought in kind of pivoting to from content crib to content again in vlogging because I'm loving the vlogging and I think there's going to be so much to learn from that when we start doing that. In terms of people understanding when they're posting content that it's not just marketing, right? It's starting to become a must do for sales enablement. And I think a lot of people don't know where to start with that. And what do you think the biggest challenges are for people starting? Well, just starting is a challenge, but the challenges and then where to first take it.
Yeah, I think the very first challenge is okay, what do I need to make a video of? Or
Yeah.
what kind of content do I need to make? It's the standard questions. What platform? What should I even say? Why should I be saying these things? Why should I share it? And then you can just watch in the background. They do the old. You see their eyes start to flutter a little bit, and they're like, I don't really know exactly what to do with this. Um, so, and I think that when you try to figure out what exactly you want to do and what do you want to share, then there becomes all these questions and can't really figure out why this question, what affects this and why this affects that. It's really so easy. You literally pick up your iPhone and
Yep.
away you go. What do you think? What do you think is the biggest obstacle?
I think the number one biggest obstacle is that fear, imposter syndrome, right? I think we've all
Yep,
been there. We talk about that a lot, and that's a big one to get over. But I think when you're equipped with the right tools and the right kind of people or person to show you that you have something good to say, or maybe you don't need any of that. Maybe you don't have any fear. But I'm a true believer, a good post or video can replace 5 cold emails, like no brainer.
totally agree.
And you can get five meetings. And the way I think you start with that is very similar to the way that we talk about and what I use in personalized videos and what you use in personalized videos is talking about what your customer is struggling with and how it relates to some of the people that you may have helped from a business perspective or personal relationship perspective. And that's a piece of content, right? You could just make content that's just that. And it's one video a week and or it's one post a week and it just talks about your current client struggles, how you helped, how they overcame it, how they may have not, and then maybe how they did later. And then you kind of break it out into buckets. And when you start talking the language in that your clients are dealing with, I think that starts resonating, and that turns into meetings, and that turns into DMs.
Yeah, no, it does, and it yes, is the first couple times you do it, you're gonna be very self-conscious. Yep, absolutely. What I tell everybody is the first 4 or 5 different things that you put out there, do not go back and watch it. Don't go back and edit it and make it perfect. You don't get a chance when you're walking down the hallway when you meet somebody for the first time to go back and edit it. So just think of it that way. Just flow, do it, send it. Probably you won't get any response from it. And just go with that mindset that you're not going to. But if they watch it, that's a win. And then just keep building upon that and building upon that, and you'll start seeing trends of things that work and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and it kind of leads into if you're going down this path, right? And I think social selling is the future. It's here. And it's actually the present, but it's the future for a lot of people that haven't jumped into it yet. But posting with your ICP in mind, engage in their comments, engage in their comments and what they're talking about thoughtfully, not just cool post,
Yeah.
and send thoughtful DMs about what you think they're talking about. And that builds on the conversations. You're genuinely, authentically interested in whoever you're talking to, whoever you want to talk to, whether that's a client or just that you want to network, and how you guys can help each other out. I mean, it's having that serving mentality from a perspective is how you can start successfully in the social selling realm. I don't even like that it's called social selling because it's really not even selling. It's more like social engaging. Maybe that's kind of redundant. I don't know. Maybe we should come up with a different name for it.
Yeah, that's a good point. I get, social
Yeah.
selling is very descriptive. You're like, okay, that makes perfect sense. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I agree with you. Maybe there can be some kind of cool name that we make, whatever that may be.
It's Content Crib
Yeah,
RX.
exactly. Yeah, Content Crib RX, right. Um, yeah, I mean, like we were saying before, Content Crib RX was got the first rendition, looks pretty cool, and we're gonna have a pretty cool AI tool in there. So I guess we could say, when people ask, Content Crib RX is gonna be, your platform for learning personalized video if you haven't before. We put a ton of new twists on personalized video and different things that can work like never before. Um, we've also have a social selling piece in that as well. A really good workbook that's going to be in there as well as very interactive. And then I'll let you describe the AI tool that's going to
Sure.
be on the platform as well, which is really really cool.
Yeah. So the idea behind the Content Crib RX starts at the very beginning, right? How do I structure what I want to say? And that's where it builds. And then, like you said, it goes through all those brackets of what makes a successful content engine. And to operate that engine, you need a driver or what we call the Content Crib Copilot, which is a AI workspace that we'll be tweaking. That is a live workspace for you to essentially fly the plane. And to fly that plane, you'll have the Content Crib Copilot GPT to help you generate those ideas, those video scripts, those LinkedIn posts. Because I know besides the fear and the imposter syndrome, which is a huge part of it, it is what do I do? Where do I start? How do I structure it? How do I talk to the people? And this Content Crib RX platform in GPT lays it all out for you and generates those things for you, and it's your personal one-on-one content business development AI tool that has all of our programming of our video lessons, our workbooks, and it's only getting smarter every day. So I'm training it every day to get smarter and smarter and help you generate better content, more humanized content, and that's based on your story that you want to share, especially when you're engaging with your ICPs.
That's an awesome tool. I mean, that when you
Yeah.
kind of described it to me and what you wanted to accomplish, I was like, man, that's awesome. You know, it's all going to help you generate a content calendar. It's going to be your business consultant, and that's, you know, a lot better than spending thousands of dollars a month to create something like that. I mean, whether it's enhancing your brand or your content, or, you know, where you want to focus on all these different things, this Content Crib Copilot's going to be able to do that for you, which I think it's kind of a first in the world of content.
Yeah, no, it definitely is, and it's only gonna evolve from here, right? But I think what you need what people need when they start to think about social selling, content creation is they need structure. We've all needed structure since we were programmed into this world, right? Whether it's schooling or different classes or advanced degrees or whatnot, and that's what we provide. So you're ultimately the one that has the power and the voice and the story. We just want to take that and give you the tools to then share it with the world.
I couldn't have said it any better. That's
Yeah,
it.
that's
Yeah.
it.
Well, I think on that note, that's a perfect time to end this episode of the Content Crib.
Yeah, this has been a good one. You powered through that with a summer cold. Summer colds are the worst, so I give you kudos for powering through that one.
Yeah, that maybe next podcast, maybe next episode, we'll tackle why do summer colds exist. I don't know why. Anyway, everybody's outside and you're having fun, and like, how do you get a cold with a virus like this? But anyway, that's that.
As long as you don't kick the bucket before we get into double digit podcast numbers, which is a miracle to begin with.
Well, we got one more week, and then we're going to get into double digits. So I promise I won't.
Yeah.
I won't burn my house down, or, you know, I won't get any other affliction before that.
All right.
All right.
Take care.
Talk to you.